Hi Nitish,
Hi Akash,
how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So first of all, thanks for your time. Nitish, you had recently had a pretty good IPL season, right? You were all over the social media. In fact, the national media was talking about you. Before getting into that, I would like to know this from you. After playing those two games last year in IPL 2023, did you did you had this confidence that SRH is going to retain you for the next year? Because it was a
Uh,
very less number of matches, to showcase your skills.
yeah, to be honest, very less number of matches, and the next year, Shahid Mustaqali, I got missed because of my injury. Uh, to be honest, I was not expecting that SRH would retain me because they haven't seen me batting in the matches, and even Shahid Mustaqali also I've been missing from 2 years. So it's just surprising for me as well. They retained me, and uh, I would say they showed some faith in me that they believed in me. So.
Nice. And what would you like to speak about that Ranji Trophy you played this year and that game particularly against Mumbai when you had a blast with the ball, picking up a 5 wicket haul, and your wickets included Ajinkya Rahane. You got his wicket. You dismissed him golden duck and Shreyas Iyer as well. So, what was the feeling after that game? I mean, how did you feel? How was the reaction from the teammates and all?
Yeah, as a coming youngster, it's a great feeling that taking Ajuba and Shreyas by in your Ranji Trophy game, helping your Andhra side to lead in a better way. So it's a good. I felt so happy for getting them both and getting 5 wicket all as well.
Nice. And let's switch on to move on to this IPL part of yours. Uh, 300 odd runs you scored in this entire season with 3 wickets as well. But unfortunately, the SRS could not lift the trophy. But you guys were fantastic throughout the season. Especially, I would like to say, that you guys have transitioned the way of batting in T20Is. So, if I ask you about that on that note, how batting has to be done on T20, especially with Travis Head getting on board and Abhishek Sharma getting with him in the top of the order. How was it when, there was a point because 200 plus was very common with SRH. So how was the dressing room environment then?
It was simple, like everyone is having a role in their team, and everyone applied to their roles and got success in their roles. That's how we've been scoring 200s plus and whatever we scored. I guess that's what helped us as well. And coming to Abhishek Sharma, Travis said they as a batsmen's attacking batsmen, so they are in a good form as well. So that's what helped us SRH to get that in 6 overs maximum runs. After that, me, Class, and whoever they are coming, they are just aiming to the total we planned for. So that's how I guess we as a team got unity and talent, I would say.
And you as a youngster, how has been what was your experience throughout the season, and how big was the learning from you when you share the room with such big players from across the world?
You will always have that you have that experienced players in your team, and in my mind also I used to always think that what can I get valuable points from experienced players, because talent is everywhere, but the experience you have to gain, like in big games, it always matters. So I try to get small points from Bhuvi or Klassen or some XX players, so that really helps me in center, so I can handle the pressure well.
Yes, and I would like to ask you about a little bit about that, innings in Mullanpur that you played against Punjab Kings. You just came and you just smashed, and it was great to watch you play. So, what was your mindset? I mean, you already when you came in, I think you had Travis Head at the other end with you, and and how did that innings took off? Please take us to that.
It's just simple. I've been actually planning for this innings, like somewhere I'm going to get this kind of innings. So as an youngster, they won't allow crucial class and wicket. But if I play there, the crucial knock there would be easy. So I was planning to stick over there, take some time off my inning, and let's see how spinners bowls. Let's go to attack. Let's go attack spinners, and that's how I build my innings. That's how it helped me actually. Obviously, it was a pressure situation. We were three down, I guess, at the time, three or four down, and going over there, and I always like to play in these conditions as well. Like those pressure conditions really boost me, and I will be so concentrating as well in that kind of inning. So yeah, that's what happened.
Yes, and I must admit that it was great to see you bat that way. And okay, Nitish, now I would like to ask you one question about the SRH leadership. You know, a few months before the IPL, we Indian fans had a massive heartbreak when Pat Cummins, Australia, defeated us in India in the World Cup. And few months down the line, you were there in the SRH team with the same captain leading you. So, what was the feeling as a youngster? How excited were you to share the dressing room with someone like a Pat Cummins? Number one. Number two, what did you, as a player or as a fan, I would say a fan of the game, what things did you learn from Cummins, especially from the bowling point of view?
I'm so excited to meet Pat Cummins in our coming season, like last season. So obviously he's a winning World Cup captain, and mainly he is a bowler. I want to know how he manages like his bowling and his captaincy. It's not peanuts for everyone to handle that pressure as well. So I came, I saw him. He's so nice to me, like everyone. He's so nice to everyone. And in matches, I saw him. He's not taking that pressure in his head. Even his bowling performance was not going well in some matches. In that matches as well, he's not taking that pressure. He's handling so cool. So he's maintaining that calmness in him, and he's letting his brain work, and that's how he's managing. Like he's doing things, and even I learned a lot when Pat Cummins doing the captaincy as well.
Great, great to hear that. Okay, Nitish, tell me something about the team dynamics. Like last year, you played under Markram's captaincy. This year, you played under Pat Cummins. Because I just wanted to know, like these foreign players, they don't, go through that deeper into our Indian domestic cricket before joining the IPL. And guys like you who have been, toiling throughout the year, then they get an IPL contract, go into the team. So it's kind of a challenge for both of them, like the overseas players who are coming from the outside and acting playing the captain's role because they had a bigger responsibility to constitute a team and maintain that balance. And on the other side, there are players like you who are just new, comparatively new to the setup and a little bit nervous. So how that balance is all made between players like you, uncapped players, and someone who is coming from the outside India.
Even this was there in my back of the mind because Pat joined before just 3 days the IPL starts. And even I was thinking, I was playing well in these practice games and practice matches. I did really well. Coaches are really impressed about me, and everyone was impressed about me. And then even captain has to see me, right? So he didn't watch my games, and I was like, do he know how I play and how I approach to the game and all? And when he came before 3 days for the IPL matches, he was like, he came to me and he said, "Great batting there, Nitish. You're playing very well." I thought I was like shocked. How do he know about my batting? Like he came the first day, he didn't saw me in the practice sessions as well. Practice didn't started yet. So I told, how do you know like I batted well and all? He said that I saw it in YouTube, like your practice games and all. So you're really playing well, looking up to you and all. So that's really a kind of boosting for me as well. Like he already know about me and my kind of roles in my team. So as a captain, he's already prepared.
Nice, nice. And now, moving on to your India call-up thing, which was a momentous thing because you received the call-up, then suddenly, unfortunately, you couldn't make it. So, starting with it, how was the reaction when you got to know that that your name is in the Zimbabwe tour squad? And what was your
Yeah,
family's reaction?
I got a call 2 days ago, and I was like shocked, like literally. I was I had this feeling that I will be getting chance in Zimbabwe, but it's not sure. But when you got that short call, and I don't know what to do, I straight away called to my father, and he literally started crying that like happy tears. So obviously it feels so well. Even my mom was so happy, and obviously my family is my first priority. So they are feeling so happy, and even I was so happy. Unfortunately, this injury, because of this injury, I'm not being with part of this Zimbabwe, but it's part of athlete's life. So you have to accept whatever happens.
So,
If you ask
does
me, it
this?
really, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Please carry on.
if you ask me, this is not the point where I can stop. There are a lot of matches as well coming, so I want to focus. I don't want to demoralize myself, and I want to focus on future, what's it's coming, and I have to be prepared. So what happened is happened. We can't change it, right? So
No, no, we wish you all the best for your future. As you spoke about your injury, I would like to know a little particularly about, I mean, is that same shoulder injury that, that was bothering you towards the end of the IPL, or this is something else?
no, it's called sports hernia, and it's
Okay.
not like we don't have to do surgery and all for that. Mine is like in the starting stage, so it's like 25% only. So it can be done by taking some rest and doing proper rehab. So we are focusing on that.
And
We
how
don't know when
does
I'm
that,
going to be back on field, but soon I will be back on field. I don't know how much time it takes.
and how the all entire process is going on, and how does your body, and how is your body reacting to it?
It's going very well. In BCCI, they're taking good care of me. Physios or trainers, they're taking good care of me. So, uh, as of me, if you ask me, they're taking good care.
Nice, nice. And I wish you all the best that complete it as soon as possible and get back on the field. My last question, Nitish, before we, wrap up our conversation. Ever since I mean, you came to the limelight during this IPL, there was a lot of talks about your father. In fact, in some of the interviews, you spoke at length about him, the struggles he did to, to fulfill your dream to make you a cricketer. I just wanted to know, if you could please take me through that journey, how it has been. And somewhere I read that you also had a little connection with Rajasthan as well, though you represent Andhra, stay there and represent Andhra in the domestic circuit. So I would love to hear that story from you.
If I have to tell that whole story, it will take 2 3 hours to tell. But in a short way, I will tell you. He resigned his job for me at the age of 8 or 9. I don't remember. Uh, at the time, I was just starting my career. I was about to go to academy like in a few weeks, and he took that call to stay in here. So yeah, obviously, he got shifted to Rajasthan, and he I would say there are not good knowledge about people don't have that good knowledge about Rajasthan and all. So people said, if you go Rajasthan, how will you manage uh, how will you manage Nitish? He can't be mingling with other players and different language as well. So my father took this decision to stay in here and keep working with me. So it's like my his job is taking care of me only since that day. And till now, he's taking care of me. I'm so happy that like I'm seeing some progress in my game and I'm making him proud. I'm so happy. Uh, what can a son wanted more than this? Like feel my father feeling so proud about me.
And it was just your father's dream, or you two were equally into cricket, equally interested into the game, and these things happened eventually. Were you
It
equally
was both
interested into the game
actually.
as well?
At start I started as normal as a gully like as a to play it as a fun. And after some point of time, even my father took it serious, and I took it serious that this would be my career, and I have to be focusing on this. Like at some point, there is like studies and sports are getting clashed, and I even skipped my exams as well, some crucial exams in schools. So at that time, I got to know that. okay, this is cricket is going to be my career. I have to like I am skipping exams for this cricket. I have to work hard for this because I have to have a bright future as well. So at that time, I got to know that cricket will be my future. Before that, I used to play to play it for fun or to play with my friends and all.
And what about those people who used to, say things to your dad who quit his job to fulfill his son's dream?
Yeah, before a lot of criticism has happened to him. He left his government job for me. At the time, I was nothing. Like I was just a starting player, so no one knows that I would make this big. But my father somehow believed that my son is going to make big. So I would say someone who believed in me first is my father. So at the time it was like that, and now the people who talked about my father did lot of backside these things and all. They now calling my father and saying that your son is playing very well, come to our home, we will make some dinner or something. They're inviting me and my father to their home, so you can see the progress and all. I'm so happy that my father is also getting the respect from where he lost the respect.
Nice, nice. I hope this progress, goes on and on. Now, the Zimbabwe tour had completely young faces, and now that after the T20 World Cup victory, the likes of Kohli, Rohit, and Jadeja has retired from the T20 internationals. And in fact, before that, you got the national, maiden call up. So, do you think this is just the beginning of what you have dreaming for since you started playing the game?
Yeah, maybe we don't know that we have to just perform whatever opportunities we are getting and let the BCCI do what the selection they wanted. But we have to be focused and we have to perform in whatever situations we are getting. And obviously, for me, Abhishek Sharma, Riyan, and a lot of youngsters, they are getting good opportunities to play for India, to represent India, and we just need to grab that opportunities.
We'll speak something about your association with Puma. We recently got to know that you have been, roped in by that sports brand. How is it, and how does it resonate with you as an athlete?
It's great as an athlete being part with Puma. Obviously, they have the reputation. They are a huge brand, and to be honest, I always wanted Puma to be wearing on me. Like in childhood, also I like Puma as well. So associating with them and being sponsored by them is so good for me.
Wish you all the best, Nitish, for your future. I hope you get well soon and get back on the field. Thank you. It was so nice
Thank
talking
you,
to you.
thank you, Akash.